Happiness is a journey, not a destination. Happiness is one of the most sought after human experiences, yet it remains an elusive concept for many.
People often think of happiness as a final destination, something to achieve once all conditions are right. A perfect career, an ideal relationship, financial security, or perhaps simply a future that feels certain. But what if happiness is not something to be found at the end of a journey, but rather the journey itself? This perspective invites a profound shift in how we approach life. It suggests that happiness is less about achieving a particular goal or reaching a specific point and more about embracing the process of living with purpose, self-awareness, and fulfillment. The myth of the destination. For much of human history, happiness has been viewed as a destination.
From a young age, we are conditioned to believe that happiness will come when we reach a certain milestone. In childhood, happiness is often tied to achieving academic success or receiving praise from parents and teachers. As we grow older, societal expectations add layers of complexity to this belief, often connecting happiness to external achievements such as getting into a prestigious university, landing a high-paying job, marrying the right person, and acquiring material wealth. This linear perspective, that happiness exists in the future, once we've achieved certain things, assumes that we are incomplete without these accomplishments. It promotes a mindset where the future is the time for fulfillment, and the present is merely a waiting period. However, this perception of happiness as a destination is problematic for several reasons. First, it places happiness outside our control. If we constantly chase external validation or accomplishments, we will never truly feel content. External achievements can be fleeting, and the goalposts are always shifting. For example, once you get the job, there's always a higher position to aim for. Once you buy a house, you might find yourself wanting a bigger or more luxurious one. In this endless pursuit, happiness becomes a moving target, always out of reach. Second, this destination-focused approach leads to a lack of fulfillment in the present. If you're constantly thinking that happiness will come in the future, you might miss out on the joys of the present moment. You might overlook the small wins, the progress you make, and the beauty of everyday life. This can create a sense of disconnection and dissatisfaction, even when you're objectively succeeding in life. The journey of happiness. The idea that happiness is a journey encourages us to shift our focus from the future to the present. It teaches us to find joy in the process, not just the outcome. By embracing this mindset, we learn to appreciate the small moments, the struggles, and the triumphs along the way. Happiness, in this sense, becomes an ongoing experience that is cultivated over time, through our actions, choices, and attitudes. 1. Embracing the present moment. One of the foundational elements of the journey of happiness is mindfulness, the practice of being present and fully engaged with the current moment. When we are mindful, we are not preoccupied with what might happen in the future or lamenting over what has already passed. Instead, we focus on the here and now, accepting each experience as it comes.
The practice of mindfulness has been linked to greater emotional well-being, reduced stress, and improved physical health. By cultivating mindfulness, we learn to savor life's simple pleasures. A walk in nature, a shared meal with friends, or a quiet moment of reflection becomes a source of happiness. By being present, we tap into a deeper sense of fulfillment, rather than waiting for a distant arrival point.
2. Learning and growth. Another crucial aspect of the journey to happiness is personal growth. Happiness is not about achieving perfection, but rather about continuous self-improvement and learning. Every challenge or setback presents an opportunity for growth, and it is through these experiences that we come to understand ourselves better and develop resilience. When we focus on the journey, we begin to see the value in the lessons that come from failure. Rather than seeing mistakes as obstacles to happiness, We can view them as integral parts of the process that help us develop the skills, mindset, and strength needed for future success. This approach fosters a growth mindset, where we see every experience as an opportunity to become better, more compassionate, and more understanding.
3. Gratitude and perspective. A key element in embracing the journey of happiness is the cultivation of gratitude. Gratitude shifts our focus from what we lack to what we already have. It encourages us to find contentment in the present, even when things are not perfect. When we practice gratitude, we are better able to appreciate the small, everyday moments that make life worthwhile. Studies have shown that gratitude is strongly linked to improved well-being. It helps us develop a more positive outlook on life, reduces negative emotions like envy or resentment, and fosters stronger relationships. By focusing on the present moment and the good things in our lives, we can create a greater sense of happiness, regardless of external circumstances.
4. Connections and relationships. Humans are inherently social beings, and one of the most fulfilling aspects of the journey to happiness is the relationships we build along the way. Strong, supportive connections with family, friends, and loved ones provide a sense of purpose, security, and belonging. Happiness is not something that can be experienced in isolation. It thrives in the context of community and shared experiences.
In the pursuit of happiness, it's essential to prioritize meaningful relationships.
Research consistently shows that people who have strong social connections are happier, healthier, and live longer. Whether through acts of kindness, shared experiences, or simply offering support during difficult times, our relationships are central to our happiness journey. Instead of viewing happiness as something we find alone, we begin to see it as something that is nurtured through connection and shared experiences. 5. The power of purpose. Another important aspect of the happiness journey is having a sense of purpose. A purpose-driven life provides direction, meaning, and fulfillment. It gives us something to strive for and a reason to keep moving forward, even when faced with obstacles. People who have a clear sense of purpose are more likely to report higher levels of happiness and life satisfaction. Purpose doesn't necessarily have to come from a grand achievement or career success. It can be found in simple, everyday activities like volunteering,